Hi, I'm Christy Semsen. Today we're going to talk about vocal technique and health for children's voices. And because I don't know a ton about this, I've asked my good friend Sophia Lyons, who is a voice teacher and professional vocalist, to give us some tips on how we can facilitate the best health for our kids' choirs.
Absolutely. So the first thing that I like to do with either private student or in a group setting with children's voices is make sure they're warmed up. You would be amazed how many kids just come in, and especially if the weather is cold, you know, your voice is a muscle and it needs to be warmed up. Just like any other muscle, you wouldn't just go run a marathon without stretching. So I like to warm them up in a group. Sometimes if it's a very large group, like we did with her musical, The Kingdom Connection,
Yes.
we had them in rows, and so you can actually warm them up with their specific row that they're in or as a whole group. It depends on how many kids you have and their age ranges.
And I kept trying to skip the warm-up, and she kept telling me, you cannot skip the warm-up. And I was like, we have things to do.
You know, you can really tell a difference when a choir has been warmed up and when they haven't. The sound will be much fuller, and the kids also will feel a little bit more confident about singing, especially your kids who aren't as confident.
Good.
The second thing that's very important, which most people do not do, it's sort of like going to the doctor and he says, eat an apple a day, exercise, drink more water.
Water, so
hydration is so important for little voices, just to stay hydrated. You can tell I'm really not hydrated right now. And I can tell when I listen to somebody's voice when they're just speaking alone.
So maybe we should provide water.
I think you
like
guys...
even for during the rehearsal or before? Because I know you're supposed to hydrate before sometimes too.
I say provide the water and make sure that they have drunk at least half of a bottle of water. I keep water in my vocal studio for students who forget to bring it. And so I think that hydration and warming up are two of the most overlooked principles for vocal health.
Those are so good.
And they're very simple, so it sounds like, oh, those couldn't really make a big difference, but they make a huge difference.
And accessible. There's something all of us we can do. We can provide water, and we can just take a few minutes to warm up the kids' voices, especially when it's cold.
Especially.